Okay, before we actually start making any of our game, what we're going to do is just have a quick look at the interface. Now, on the top menu, right at the top, you have a home button, which will close the project and take you to a main menu. You've got a new project button, which will close whatever you're working on and then open a new project. You've got an open button to open an existing project, a save button to save the project you're working on. This at the top here, we really don't use until the end. This is what we use to basically export the game. This is a play button, which I'm sure you've used before. This plays the actual game itself, and this is a stop button. So if you have an error in your code or there's a problem with your game and you need to stop it, you can click the stop button. You'll also notice then over here you have a zoom in, zoom out, and a fit window or a reset button. Really important these three are, because these will allow you to zoom in and zoom out of your code. On the right hand side you can see there's a number of different folders, and we're going to be using folders when we start to make our game. The folders are really important because you need to keep a good structure and you need to make sure that everything is in order. You can see one of the folders is actually lit up there, and if I just expand this for a second, you can see there's one thing in here, there's one object there, which is called room 1. Rooms are what we call levels, and if I just double click on the room, you can see it's opened now in a new little window for me, and this is an example of a room. This is a standard size room, and I can zoom it in and zoom it out, as you can see here. And we can add objects into this room, and that's something we're going to be doing later on. The room does have a size to it, so you can see here by default the size is 1366 by 768. You can change this, but we're not going to change it at this moment in time. We will change it though when we make more complex games. So that's a quick overview of the interface. There's one last thing. On the top you have a number of tabs. What you'll find is as you work and you open more things, you'll see these tabs will just appear on the top. They work exactly the same like an internet browser, so you can close the tabs and keep your workspace nice and clean and clear. Now the next thing we're going to look at is we are going to make sprites, and we're going to then make some objects, and we're going to get something basic working very, very quickly, and that's coming up in the next video.